Hey guys, Lucy here, coming at you with another video on my lovely YouTube channel. I wanted to go over a topic that I feel like affects absolutely everybody at some point in their lives, and I think it's really relevant to your health, your well-being, skincare. As most of you guys know, a lot of my videos are revolving around some of my skin problems, acne, or skincare that I found has worked for me. And one topic that I haven't really delved into is your mental health and how that can affect your overall health and well-being. I really try not to get into a lot of personal stories or personal things on my channel, but one thing that I do struggle with on a very regular basis is cyclical depression. There will be times where I feel absolutely down, I don't want to get out of bed, I'm incredibly sad, and I really don't have any reason to feel that way. And I think a lot of us are sitting around questioning why we are even depressed in the first place, but nonetheless, we feel depressed. So I saw this post on Reddit, and I probably could have written it myself. If you were the author of this Reddit and I'm using this in my video and you find it offensive, please let me know. I'm very sorry. This just rang very true to me and I wanted to share it. And I felt compelled to share this on my channel. It reads, I have gone to the psychologist for a few times, but I struggle finding it useful at all. I know that therapy can be and often is valuable to people, but there is no reason for me to feel down. I'm living the life I dreamed, and I wouldn't change a thing. So I don't really know what to say when my psychologist is trying to figure out the cause of my depression. I don't feel like there is a cause. I'm so tired of finally trying to get help, but then everyone keeps asking me why I feel like I do. I don't know why I'm depressed. I just am. Regardless of all the good things going on in my life, I just feel like I need someone to understand that. I think more people understand that than you would think. I know I certainly understand that. I know that success does not come wrapped in the package of happiness necessarily, and the two don't necessarily coincide or go together. You can be an absolutely successful person where money's not a problem, you have the relationship you want, you have the kids you want, and you can still absolutely feel depressed. And I don't know that having negative feelings or depression is necessarily a bad thing, and I'm going to tell you why. I think the reason that we feel that way is because life isn't really meant to be happy, it's meant to be experienced. And in experience, we have a wide array of emotions that we feel. Sometimes we feel fear, sometimes we feel anxiety, sometimes we feel joy and happiness, sometimes we feel contentment, sometimes we feel bored, and sometimes we just feel sad and depressed. And sometimes being super successful and having a good life does make you feel depressed, and you can't really pinpoint why. I think that we feel emotions for a reason, and that we are supposed to use those emotions to propel us into our life's purpose. So you can actually take that depression, you can take that anxiety, you can take all of those negative feelings, and you can kind of funnel it into your life's purpose. And what I mean by that is that's there so that you can express yourself, so that you can create, so that you can figure out your path, and so that you can get to the next place that you're supposed to be. I don't even know that life is meant to be successful. I think we're supposed to have many failures. And when you are very successful, I think you kind of get to a point where you're like, okay, well, where do I go from here? You know, I have the money, I have the house, I have the cars, I have everything. But there's this whole spiritual aspect of yourself that you're kind of ignoring. So with that being said, I think that you shouldn't be questioning, why am I depressed? I think that you should sit and say, I'm depressed and I acknowledge that I'm sad right now. And what is this telling me about my life? What is this telling me about my purpose? And what can I do with this energy to turn it into something beautiful? I know for me personally, when I feel sad and depressed, I've used a lot of that energy to write my stories, write my books, write music, create YouTube videos. I've channeled a lot of that depression and funneled it into something that's valuable or useful, not only to myself, but to other people. So I think therapy can be useful, going to a psychologist, talking to somebody about it, but it's also useful to create your own kind of therapy, whatever that is, whether that's drawing or painting or mountain biking. Those negative emotions are there for a reason, and they are there to help you. They're to help you figure out yourself. They're to help you understand yourself. They're to help you understand your experience in your life and your purpose in life. So don't wish away depression. Don't question depression. Does it suck and feel bad? Of course it does. But I mean, that's what life is about: success and failure. Life is about happiness and sadness. Life is about disappointment and winning. It's about all of it. And I think once you come to terms with that, like, okay, I'm supposed to be experiencing this. This is supposed to be happening to me. What can I do? What is this telling me about myself? So I think instead of asking, why am I depressed? You should be asking, what is this telling me about myself? And what is this telling me about my next step in life? I hope this video brought you value. I hope that if you suffer from depression or anxiety or any of those negative feelings, that this kind of gave you a little bit more insight on that. I hope everyone has a great day in today's life experience. But if you feel like this video brought you value, if you could just please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You could also turn on the little bell so you can get the notification. That would be great. But we'll see you soon. Bye.